and welcome to the Veggie Kitchen. I'm your host Ed, coming to you from Orange County, California. Today I'm making up some Nori Sushi rolls. Stay tuned, veggiekitchen.org. Welcome back. I am making Nori Sushi rolls today. We're using toasted nori seaweed sheets. I have a short cream brown rice that I'm going to season with the rice vinegar and agave dressing. And for the filling we have savory baked tofu and assorted vegetables. I'm going to start with the sauce that goes on the rice. I have already put the rice vinegar in the bowl. I added the agave, and now all it takes is a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic, and some ginger juice. Just going to whisk these up. To get the ginger juice, when I grated the ginger, I have a bowl below my grater. Little bowl. And it catches the pulp as well as the juice. And I just separated it. This is going to go all into the rice. I cooked the rice per the directions on the package. No problem there. I only made a small batch, so I didn't have to use my rice cooker. I only use a rice cooker if I'm making a whole bunch. So all of this goes into the rice. The rice is still warm. I just finished cooking it right before we started. This goes in. And to this I am adding some green onion. I diced it really fine. When you make sushis, the rice, you want the rice to already have some flavor. And the rice vinegar gives it a nice flavor. It's low acidic. It's not too vinegary. And to this, sesame seeds. I toasted the sesame seeds before we started. I'm using black sesame seeds. Okay, all of this, just going to toss. When you cook your rice, when I turned off the pot, I simply fluffed the rice first so it wouldn't stick all together. And the seasonings here add flavor and moisture to the rice. So when I put the sushi together, when I roll it in the nori sheet, the nori sheets are toasty. They're kind of flaky. They'll break. But because you have the moisture in the rice, it softens up the nori. See, look at this. This is good. I use the black sesame seeds so you can see them. The brown ones, they just kind of merge to the background of the rice. Okay. The rice is ready. We'll be right back and I'll get set up and I'll start rolling the sushis. veggiekitchen.org. Okay, I'm all set up to start putting these together. First, you need a bamboo sushi mat. I bought these at the Asian market. $2. That's all it is. You need the mat to start rolling, and then you need also some nori. Nori is a seaweed sheet. They come in packs. You can buy these in any supermarket, mostly in the international section. When you get your sushi, your nori sheet, you'll notice there's a shiny side and a dull side. You have the shiny side down and we're putting the filling on the dull side. Okay, so I have my mat, I have my nori piece ready to go, and then the rice. For the rice I'm going to use about a cup to fill this. Looks about right to me. Place it simply onto the sheet and then spread it out evenly. We're going to leave about an inch or so up front at the end, so when we roll it over, there's no rice on that part there. Just lay the rice nice and evenly across. Going close to the edges, not all the way to the edges, but close enough. As you roll, the rice will get pressed and it'll kind of fill out anyway. Okay, it's good enough. To this, I'm adding a basting sauce that I made. I took some soy sauce and some horseradish mustard, mixed it with a little ginger. I was going to use wasabi, but I found this horseradish mustard mix perfect. Actually, the wasabis I found had a lot of preservatives and food coloring and all that, so I kind of avoided it. So I bought this at the regular supermarket. It was dirt cheap. Okay, the rice is in place. And as I said, this is a mixture of soy sauce, horseradish and mustard, and a little toasted sesame oil. I'm just going to run a little line across where my vegetables are going to go. and where the tofu is going to go. I'm using a savory baked tofu today. Really cool. You buy it in packages pre-cooked. Really neat stuff. It's got a really nice, really firm texture. So I just cut them in thin strips. Lay the strips across the top. And then I'm using today celery. Thin pieces of celery. A nice crunch in celery. I like it. And it tastes really good in the sushi. A little bit of carrot for color. Again, I cut the carrot really thin because at the end when I'm going to cut through them with a knife, thinner pieces easier to cut through. And I'm putting my vegetables out all the way to the edge. And then I'm using Chinese peas or snow peas. And even these, I cut these in bits. Just a little here. You can use any vegetables you want to use. You could use mushrooms, bell pepper. Some California rolls, they use avocado. Okay, we're going to start. The rice is in place. And the mat, essentially the mat is to help you roll it evenly. So I'm starting, holding with my fingers, keeping the vegetables in place, and just using the mat to push forward is all we're doing. Just gently adding pressure. And then when we get to the end, you need a little water just to help seal, like an envelope sort of. Adding a little water at the end here, and that'll help the sushi close up. Rolling over. A little bit of pressure. You don't have to squeeze the heck out of it. A little bit of pressure. And then tapping in the end so the rice doesn't fall out the sides. Then just let it rest seam side down for a little bit. It's not ready to cut. It has to kind of gel. I don't think gel's the right word, but it has to just set for a while. That's it. Easy to do. Little sticky. See, the rice has tack to it. That's why it makes it stay together. Here's one I made earlier. Before I came on camera, said I could cut it. You see? Really cool. Take a long serrated knife, and in long, easy strokes, you can cut any thickness you want. I'm going to cut these about 1 inch thick. Just cut through, and you have your rolls. Oh, added to this, see? You can see the ingredients. Added to this, you could add some gomasio. I made some gomasio earlier. Where'd it go? Well, anyway, gomasio is a sesame seed salt. I toasted some of that up in the cast iron pot earlier. Do you have it here? Yeah, gomasio. It's a great seasoning. So, a little gomasio on your plate, or a little gomasio on the top. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but that's how the word looks, gomasio. And this is it. This is it. Sushi rolls with nori and baked tofu and vegetables inside. Easy to make, easy to try, and a really delicious lunch, very filling. When you do it, use the whole brown rice. We're using brown short grain rice, not white rice. Traditionally they use white rice, but we're going for the fiber and the full flavor of the rice, and this is what we end up with. Okay? That's what I have today for you. VeggieKitchen.org. As always, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.